Okay, good evening YouTube and Twitch. This is Harmony Muse and I'm feeling a good deal better than I was earlier today. So, we're back with Final Fantasy XIV. Last thing we did before I logged off earlier was we kicked Nidhogg right in his scaly ass. We had that weird colored eye that wasn't the color of Nidhogg's usual eyes. Come to think of it, wasn't Heavensward only have one eye when we first met him? Still not comfortable with the fact that you're covered in all that blood, man. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must need forge my armor anew. Estinian would know the origin of... Okay. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Heavensward remain to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. If Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. See, even Estinian realizes something's up. So let's check out our new mount. A mana cutter. I can fly. Oh, look at all this verticalness. Just look at this. See? This right here is why I do believe that most people have a genuine dislike for the Sea of Clouds. Well, yes, I'm burning up XP doing this. And look at that. Have you seen a faster way to get 100,000 XP? Till 59 and 60, I'm already level 59. I'm actually about a third of the way through level 59. Hell, this music we're listening to right now sounds like a cross between the normal Prelude theme, or aka the theme of the crystals, mixed in with Never-Ending Story. That goes all the friggin' way up. Holy crap on toast. Okay, just because I could already see the broken up everything on the Sea of Clouds, I'm not looking forward to doing this little bit there. What you have for me is 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire of this place? Will you not allow Heavensward to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragon Song War has all but consumed your life and many of your followers. It is time you learn the truth from the beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, hero of light. Oh wait, that's Power Rangers. And summoning a different dragon altogether. Remember when I said previously Nidhogg only has one eye? Or I'm sorry, Heavensward? Impertinent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Dun dun dun! Would seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength. You've got the touch. You've got the power. So now what? He's like the Optimus Prime of dragons? Oh! Time for more acid trip laden backstory. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Ratatosk's eyes and glut their appetites on her essence. She is slain then. What madness has unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Ellison. But thou wert enchanted by the mortal maid. Thy folly had cost Ratatosk her eyes and mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly thy kin are made bestial by their appetites. Heavensward, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. Thy bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. So dragon eyes are sources of great power. My vengeance is begun! Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor that he might exact revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
Yes, you do realize while the humans started this, the pain that the dragons have caused, oh my god. The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Even you should be aware that the death of 2 great dragons does not equal the permanent 1,000-year-long suffering of countless human lives. Yes, yes, it's very, very meaty, depressing, sad stuff. Alright, let me get out my baby Midgard's armor. Unrest in Ishgard. Let me actually Google that one. Okay. Ah, okay. That's what's going on here. Though he lived, lifted not a single claw. 'Twould seem that Hraesvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance upon us.
"'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg, but I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment."
Oh, indeed.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
You think that honestly ended the war? You didn't kill the dragon's general. You gave them a martyr.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
Hidden depths to Estinian. Much props, man.
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
So they're finally starting to understand each other. Now they just need to start kissing.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete. We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other?
Good question.
Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
Also a very good question.
Lord Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom?
Aw, shit.
At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
Oh, double shit.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hraesvelgr was right about us.
Maybe.
Let us away, warrior of light. The people must be saved from themselves.
We actually agree on something.
Wait! I would join you!
You go to Ishgard, they're gonna kill you.
There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
You go to Ishgard, they're going to kill you.
Come then, Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
Oh, wonderful.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence.
Oh dear.
There is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault, and the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
Oh, they want to generate panic and prayer. Oh. Oh. You mean to summon a primal? And that looks like
the moment is at hand.
Lahabrea is speaking English?
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
Better than you have tried. Hell, you've tried before and I whooped your ass. But, oh. Forceful.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
My lady!
She is come.
Oh dear.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
They're not going to listen to you.
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the Great Worm low.
2 people. Even though it's really 9 people. Well, actually 5.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery.
Alright.
You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace. But Nidhogg is dead. Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead. Let his hatred die with him, I say. Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace.
Even the heretics turn on her, I'm betting.
Have we lost?
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it. Peace?
And now the Temple Knights are going to go in and kill them all, I bet.
Seize the witch! Let none escape!
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern.
Indeed, it should.
If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Horsfalt being a reasonable leader. My respects to you, man. This is what an officer should be. So naturally, he's going to be labeled a heretic and put to death. I'm almost certain of it. Hate to do this, but I gotta go back and check out that one little bit on the map so I can get my full completion XP. But with wounded and dying laying all around, with the place on fire, and the other people like, yeah, we're done with this, screw this, we're out. The Temple Knights were legitimately more concerned with capturing and or killing the people who were no longer resisting. It's like ending the lives of the people who knew the truth was more important than saving the lives of the innocent. That's kind of really dark and fucked up when you think about it. We still have that one little bit of tail feather area to do too. Might as well get that XP while we can. Might as well even drop in Q while we're here. This little tiny itty bitty bit of nothing over here is probably what's the cause of all of this. How much you want to bet? Terrible burden being right all the damn time. Now back to go see what Horsefall wants. You know, he pleaded for sanity on, you know, from the Temple Knights. I'm betting you they put him to death. I'm betting you they want him outright dead, Steve. I would not be surprised in the least. That was rather too close for comfort, which would seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. Why, yes, I do. There's a damn good reason for that, too. Ooh, pants. 5760. Skill speed 50, direct hit rate 35. That, my friends, was rather too close for comfort. Praise Halone that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. Whatever is going on? Beg pardon? You traveled to the Turning Mist together, along with Estinian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Emmerich must know of this. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Emmerich to Forton Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. Very well. Wilhelmina and I shall await you there. Splorch. Weird that they gave me just a touch of the Sea of Clouds. Just a small little itty bitty touch of it. The House Forthorn Gatekeep. Okay, the standard greeting.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
For now.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side. We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard? This is most unexpected.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
Indeed.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
Oh, they're still going to. That's how zealots
My
work.
thoughts exactly.
What of the truth revealed to us by Hraesvelga? That the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures?
That's a good question, isn't it?
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question. If both Highborn and Lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his Knights 12.
Oh, I guarantee you they can.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
Indeed.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed. Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
No, it can't. You're the leader of the Temple Knights, and you realize that your Pope is basically pulling everybody's legs. What you gonna do about it?
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
Good question.
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
Also very good point.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known. You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the Highborn needed men to lead, and the Lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question.
Quite true.
Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
True.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
I have to say it, tongue thoroughly in cheek here, Emmerich. For a temple knight, you got balls as big as church bells, buddy.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go?
Probably not.
I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
True.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve. We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it, even should the Holy See cry heresy.
Okay.
You cannot mean...
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Good luck with that.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone. But
True.
I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
What? What about his heritage? What's going on with Sir Emmerich?
Lies and slander.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son. Senior clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labor to believe it. Sir Emmerich is truly the Archbishop's son.
Thou shalt not dip the biscuit there, Pope.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such. But the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character.
Indeed.
It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
Or he'll show that he's just that evil to do exactly that.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the vault myself.
Wow! All the most loyal people talking heresy.
Hear, hear. The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emmerich's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emmerich more than ever, and we may be his only hope. There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
Oh, absolutely.
I thank you all for your support.
Well, time to go fuck up a pope. Actually, it looks like it's time to wait on cue. Well, when it comes to bastards in medieval lineage, all I have to think of is what Tyrion Lannister said to Jon Snow in the first episode of Game of Thrones. Always remember what you are. The people will never let you forget it. Wear it like armor and it can never be used against you. I see that oh shit there, fan buddy. I get the feeling that bad shit's about to go down. Bear in mind, I just wrecked Nidhogg. And I just killed, well, not a dragon god, but a dragon lord. Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we must struggle with the Lord to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must need recruit others to our cause. Okay, give me my striking. Before I do a damn thing else, I need to go repair my gear. Good God. It's almost completely wrecked. Come on, load, 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 load. Jeweled Crozier. Find me a repair guy. Repair fella. Come on, repair fella. You're a melder, you're not a repair person. What are Manolate and Honoroi doing? Oh, shopping. I have two predictions. Iceheart and Estinian ending up a romantic couple. Honoroi and a Manolane, well, yeah. Let us be completely honest with ourselves. That was a practice that the medieval often did, was keeping beautiful boys. I'm going the wrong ass way. I mean, everybody thought the cabin boy on a boat was there to get into little small places and clean things where sailors couldn't reach. Do you honestly think they would build a boat where sailors couldn't properly maintain it? Honoring the past. What's a high honor? We recently had a ceremony to honor the passing of Sir Choldebine. Sir what the hell? Third house, son of House Helionart. But I was surprised to see none of the Rose Lights from Camp Cloudtop in attendance. Not that they should abandon the camp, mind you, but at the very least, I expected to see Rontremont or perhaps Lady Laniate in attendance. I'm sure there are reasons for her not attending, but Rontremont is a dear friend of mine, and I know how he cared for Sir French name. They worked closely together for many years, down to the very end. Which is why I want you to present this to him. The battle standard raised during the ceremony. I am certain he would, if he would have attended, if he could, and at the very least, I think he should appreciate a memento from the ceremony. Well, I guess that answers where we're going next. Again, that isn't me trying to be crass or crude in any way, shape, or form. That's just me commenting on medieval culture and nobility. There is a reason the aristocrats joke is called the aristocrats and not, say, the Republicans or the Democrats or whatever. You might think on a surface level, all the horrible things that happen in that joke paired off with, oh, the aristocrats, so it makes them sound pretty. No, that's kind of a take on the things that that Renaissance and medieval era aristocrats actually did. And consider that for the longest time, people believe the legends about the Borgia family, or I'm sorry, Elizabeth Bathory. Namely, the whole bathing in the blood of 100 virgins thing. It's not that people were gullible back then. Human beings are always by nature gullible. What are you wielding, my friend? A Shire Greatsword made to look like the mighty Thunderclap. I hope they're all joking. Yep, you dead. Wait, is that a dude? No, that's a female. Fan, somebody's stealing Misha's stick. We got a cat girl maid. Only this one has a katana instead of a bow. Somehow I think I got into a group with a bunch of guildies. And why the hell do I still have my little newbie thing? We're going through it quickly. I'll say that about this group. I was running. We got this. durable and so high item level, we can just walk right into the fire or the lightning, and it didn't bother us at all. That's what it means to be over-leveled on something. The mechanics start ceasing to matter. Yep, they know each other. They're fucking with each other. Okay. Rainbow Shirt of Fenrir. That went down quickly. Oh, I believe that was supposed to hurt. Not going as fast as I'm used to. That went far too easy. got you. It's all over but the crying. True story. Back in 2.0, once I had a group that didn't have enough damage to kill Ultima Weapon before Ultimate Weapon, or before Ultimate Pop. Not a single commendation. Oh well, shit happens. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You are correct, Master Alphanode. Not even the assembled might of the House Forton and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I think the revolutionaries rumored to be inside the broom. 'Twas these disgruntled Asgardians who opened the gates of the city to heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist Sir Emmerich's rescue, knowing the truth he would lay bare. Such is my hope, and I would have you and Wilhelmina reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But you, as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. Very well. We shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? The Dragoons have no politics for love, my lady. They will gladly watch while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. How very wise. Wilhelmina, we should hurry to the Forgotten Knight. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. But we now know the identity of that Forgotten Knight, the one who basically stepped aside and said, I want none of this shit, I was loyal to Thornton alone. If only. If I could turn water to wine, do you think I would be sober? Wilhelmina! Alphino! Gods, I've been worried sick. It's good to see you. And you, Tataru, how did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? Gabriel and the others blockaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What became of your journey? You're not serious. What was Sir Emmerich thinking? I mean, the way that you two talk about him, I would have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people that you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. Queer moniker if I've ever heard one. No more furry than homosexual, and besides, this is British English. We really should be avoiding such words because you're going to upset people. But mayhap it will make the individual in question closer to find. Come, let us make all inquiries below. Oh, that was the right way. Whoopsie daisy. Room starveling. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. But yeah, I really love this song because it really speaks of endurance, or quiet endurance through despair. Eh? What's that? Speak up. I can't hear as well as I used to. Room rat. I don't know a goddamn thing about the mongrel. But if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Wow, such a potty mouth from the little girl. Not a single shred of information, just as I suspected. The revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it's good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. Any male is striking. 139. 1 too easily deterred. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of Broom, why not go see if Gabriel knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Knight, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope he'll be more forthcoming than the others. Prediction. If what I know of storytelling tropes holds true, A. Gabriel is going to be the mongrel. B. Gabriel is also going to be a descendant of the knight, or the nameless knight who walked away from the founding of Ishgard. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, Wilhelmina. That's what our customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction. But to do that, I need you to do something for me. So it happens there's a hunter up in the Crozier who owes me a fair bit of coin. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me. So you want me to go do your grunt work? Can do. Okay. All King Hunter. So you're Gibrion's errand girl? Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always? Right, right. Anyway, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. I like that they're cutting up the big, heavy, weighty, you know, impassioned stuff with busy work. It's a good idea. Think about it. If you're just overloading someone with heavy story, their mind is going to just pop. Mixing that with, you know, with simple, you know, story or simple fetch quests like this has a little bit of emotional and mental cooldown. Well, you're going to hand him over or not? Oh, here's your herb. Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. Gibrion has a faraway look in his eye. Now that's what. Now that I think about it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Hyaretha is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why'd I give her a bottle? Okay. Are you trying to have me get a handmaiden drunk? Again, I repeat, Harmony Muse Productions is not in any way remotely sponsored by Mountain Dew or the Pepsi Corporation. I wish we were. I'd be getting paid a lot more than I am. I'm just a caffeine addict. And let's face it, I'm not a coffee drinker, If I was, I would like it like I like my ladies, strong enough to kick my ass. Really can't get coffee that... Really can't make coffee that strong around here. Because I'm not the main coffee drinker in the family. And as the saying goes, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Oh, a middle-aged lady. Yes, yes, I'm Hyaretha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? Here, have some booze. I'ma get you plowed. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, that poor dear. Such a shame she was taken in by that Baron. He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes were filled... Oh. What she felt, she convinced herself to... Oh, and he couldn't help but take advantage. Okay. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal! I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a human made it so much... Well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out into the streets like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I learned only of her death years later by chance. So Gabriel's a bastard. Through no fault of his own. My mother is grinning at us. So, Mom, what's so funny? So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant and then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original fate, is it? Cold comfort for the woman and children who live it, though. Child apart. The fates of the mask, but beneath it you sense something old and bitter. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geraldieu, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in Broom. A man of many vows, but none of which prohibit spirituous beverages. If ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. Oh, human with elf ears. Okay. Yeah, let's go get a priest. Let's go get a priest plastered. Admittedly, this was something I bring up from a very short time that I was in the service of Uncle Sam. Which is to say, in basic training, we weren't allowed anything to drink but water for the first several weeks. Water and coffee. And you haven't existed until you've had Army Mess Hall coffee. I think they could probably use this stuff to strip the paint out of the latrines. Halone's blessings be upon you, miss. What, a gift for me? Here, have some hooch. The scent. How reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. 'Twas that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, couldn't help what she was. Eventually, she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. I remember those days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. I see what they're doing. They're couching me hearing history in fetch quests. She was a remarkable woman. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Yeah, look there. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, and we can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Okay, so this... Ow. It's okay, I didn't need those shin bones. Still looking for the mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Oh, so someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you, though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't to the room. You think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? I gotta get back up there, don't I? Have you made any progress? So our mongrel was born of an Ellison woman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking figures are known to us, mayhap we only need remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out in the open. Maybe we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries of her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly. I have a premonition this isn't going to end well. What, Tataru doing something dumb and getting herself in trouble? No, that never happens. You cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either? Ah, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Wait, down there, isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Oh, we're pretty pissed off as it is, man. You're threatening our friend.
I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Hey, the only person allowed to talk shit about Alphino is me, damn it.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Hilda?
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private. The Forgotten Knights say. I still say Gibrion is related somehow, because he looks like a human fellow with Elezen ears. And he's as much a half-breed as Hilda is. Anyway, at this point, I'm guaranteed to hit 60 before I get to the end of the quest chain, so we're not expected to be quest locked anytime soon. Oh, this is oh, it's a level thing. Leveled below. Okay. Interesting that people are leaving.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, You stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Probably will.
Well, seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Yes, we're outright proposing that we lead a siege on the...
What in the hell's...
That we lead a siege on the Vatican, basically. What the shit?
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do.
Alright, bring it,
Sickness
bitch.
is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir would be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
You've already hurt someone. And we've already been exonerated.
Right there!
Come, Alfie. Little help, buddy. It seems we're beyond reason. How marvelous. Well, that was a good time of gunning. What? Dude! Well, I just got my ass kicked. Let's try that shit again. Stop all of this. This is madness. Why are you fighting? Alvin, we're spawn. Over here. How fitting. The noble bastard and the mongrel bitch. This mongrel bitch is gonna put a bullet between your eyes. Take him. Okay. Got him. Got that guy, barely. And now...
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Enough!
We were attacked in broad daylight by one of the by one of the Archbishop's personal guard after having personally killed the dragon at the other side of the war.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Oh dear.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Not good.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Because it's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it, not anymore. Besides, even my pure blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. None of them were well bred. Hell, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. You know, while that sounds very misogynistic, and it is, that's really kind of how things happened back in the bad old days. Story as old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Now we mean to hold all the Blue Bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Hallionart. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. 57? No kidding. 57. A Knight's Calling. Now that all the players are assembled, Hilda is eager to get on with it. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses, that much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that, nonsense. If not you, then who? Your Temple Knights, of course. Reckoned it was your beloved Sir Emmerich's doing at first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heavensward. That way they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heavensward's scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they've been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast. What's the plan? We must divert their attention, or the attention of the high houses, away from the city. And to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? You would be fools not to. Low-born knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of a desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear. But it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics for example, then they will be unable to join the defense of the vault. Huh. Spread false rumors of an attack to get them out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the high houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Aye? Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it's decided. To the vault. The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his victory. His liberty, rather. Shit. Hearken to me, everyone. We have two objectives. Rescue Sir Emmerich and apprehend the Archbishop. We will therefore divide our forces into two parties. Lord Orsfont, Estinian, Master Alphino, and I will be ready to breach the underground jail and search for the Lord Commander. We will not move, however, until the second party has entered the vault. I speak of your party, Warrior of Light. For this plan to succeed, you will need to fight your way to the highest levels of the vault, even under the Archbishop's private chambers. When the Heavensward realize what you intend, they will fly to their master's side, leaving only a token force to guard the jail. Temple Knights loyal to our cause have already secured the entrance to the vault. Once you are within, they will signal to us. If all goes to plan, we shall rejoin you with Sir Emmerich and confront the Archbishop together. Is everyone clear as to their duties? Then let us do what must need be done. Well, Fan, I get the feeling I'm about to run a dungeon, which means I'm probably about to need your help. Now, is this going to be a dungeon or a trial? Or is this going to be an encounter or a solo instance? The others are in position, Mistress Wilhelmina. I will send word once you and your party have entered. Hey, Fan, have you had enough of a sleep to actually do healing or running for a dungeon? Okay. Just asking a couple of questions from people. Well, let's get in the queue, see how long it's going to be. Van did say that we're otherwise occupied. 23-minute wait. Okay. Let's see how much time I have left. This is going to take us over 2 hours. Okay, well, we're going to be waiting for a while, people. Well, while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get done that. Get the Sea of Clouds stuff done. Because I know I'm going to have... Or I know I'm going to have... shit. Brain cramping. I'm gonna have a while waiting, so I might as well make that time useful. A better way to make my time useful than to go actually get some of the Sea of Clouds ether current points done. And begin to learn why people affectionately call it the Sea of Bullshit. Oh, stuff we don't want to do. Airship ticketer. Okay, and yeah, we're going to go over my 2-hour time because I want to see this vault. I've been leading up to going and wrecking the fake Pope's shit for damn near a week now. I want to see it done. I want to see him. I want to see what happens here. To the southeast. Never eat soggy palm. Okay. Right direction. Where is it? Southeast. It says 41 to the southeast. I'm going southeast. Good day to you, adventurer. What can I do for you? Here, have a battle standard. A battle standard of the Steel Vigil, charred by flame just as I remember. Though there is much I wish I could not remember of that day. In the wake of the calamity, we were all but defenseless, and Sfara and Safat saw fit to give us no quarter. I should hope to never again see a battle so bloody. He laid down his life for our nation, for the few of us who escaped with our lives. A true leader to the bitter end, and I will always treasure the years spent under him. But I am not worthy of a memento such as this, though I may be reluctant to accept that Lady Laniate should be the one to have this. I realize she has her own way to deal with grief, but I suspect that's why she did not attend the ceremony. But in all my years of serving House Halianarte, they have never been the sort to simply let go of family. Please, friend, take this battle standard to her. One of 10. 82 to the southeast. $19 to the southeast. Should be on top of the damn thing. I gotta go down, don't I? Sea of bullshit indeed. You don't want any of this. Take my word on that, fella. You don't want any of this. Neither of you do. If either of you were smart, you'd just walk away. If I was smart, I'd be putting my mana cutter. Southeast 320. So damn near down there. Well, this is gonna be fun. No. $190 to the southeast. $100 to the southeast. And there it is. Three of 10. 700 to the north. The northwest will be right up around here somewhere, I would think. Hello there, Wilhelmina. Is there anything you need? The battle standard from the Steel Vigil. You are too kind. This is a most unexpected gift. Chode Bam was a good man, always ready to put his needs before his own. They were a family, and they mourned his loss like family. Though I wish they had not followed Lord Francel's example. Okay. Yeah, we are running overtime, but hey. This is something I've wanted to see for leading up for a while. We get to go wreck the Pope. Onoko Odor. Have at the kill the intruders. This music reminds me of Johann Sebastian Bach and Toccata and Fugue in D minor. he dead. A deacon. To get that tank some more. What's my go deal? Refreshers. Okay. Malone, guide my sword. Have at thee, heathen dog. Place is beautiful, I'll say that. Look at this. Sir Adafel Brightblade. I trust you know that your lives are forfeit. This is far from over. What the fuck? This guy ain't messing around. Ow, 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 ow. Stay away from the balls. You don't want to be anywhere near the balls. Ow. But how? Just as Sir Sharabear said. Withdraw to the inner sanctum. What do we get for loot? An Exorcist Corset, which I can't use, and an Hellenic Friar's Ring, which I can use. Ah. So if he's a friar, that means he can still drink and curse, right? Swap that combo again. Keep doing that. Face of the hero. This is actually pretty sweet. Never seen this before. This is all entirely new to me, even though it's 2-year-old content. They've come for the Archbishop! Come to the Archbishop. Okay. White Knight and Black Knight? Oh, checkmate time. $49.72, not too shabby. Sir Grino again. Hey, buddy, I remember when you tried to have my allies put to the sword. Oh, you'll do no damn such thing, man. fucking He-Man. We don't have the power. Bullshit. Okay. Ow. I don't envy our healer right now. Well, time is on our side. We'll meet again. Got Melodic Priest gloves, Melodic auditors, okay. Gloves I can't use, and Dex DPS gear. Damn it. More knights. What do we have here? One moment. Okay. Right. Not this far? Patas. Monk fists. No, not yet. Oh. I was out of the fire. I was out of that fire. You think I am a Wolberg? Oh. This is probably gonna suck. I'm expecting it to suck long and hard. Sir Sheriff. This is a guy I just killed, or beat the crap out of.
Filthy rats! Get on with you! And now the final cut! be burned. Get on with you.
Ow.
Sickness must be purged. Sickness must be purged. Be gone with you! Sickness must be purged. Rex! Be gone with you! And now the final cup! Mercy. You disgust me. Sickness must be purged. Get on with you!
We got him. Gonna give it to the healer, to the tank. A Scholar Tome and a DPS, air range DPS cloak. And no Fuba, yeah. Oh well. We'll save and we'll get out as soon as I can get done with this.
Our power! How can this be? Hold back!
That's an airship. Sir Emmerich, Sir Estinian, Julia, Alicia, Father, please. That proves it.
Too late, my friend.
Why must you do this, Father? Nidhogg is fallen. There is no need for further deception. Now is the time to renounce the lies which led us down this path. To start anew.
And tear down the very pillars of our society? Our history, our values, everything we have built over 1,000 years? A fool to the last.
Oh no. This can't be good.
Look out!
Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck no. Okay, you just made it personal, Popey boy. I was just gonna kill you. Now you're gonna suffer. Now you're gonna suffer. It's gonna be slow and it's gonna be lingering.
Asisla awaits.
This shit ain't cool.
Lord Orchefon!
That is not cool. Fan, now I understand why you didn't want to run this dungeon with me. Oh dear God. Boss, nothing. I'm more concerned about what just happened to Orchefon. Oh man.
You are unharmed. Forgive me. I could not bear the thought of...
Oh, and he was in love with my character.
Do not look at me so.
Holy crap
A
baskets.
smile better suits a hero.
Let the last thing he sees be a smile. That's actually pretty powerful. Seriously getting kind of misty-eyed here. But yeah, Archbishop Thornton, he is going to die. I don't care what happens. I am going to kill him. You just killed a character that I actually appreciated and respected. Well, damn. Anyway, I'm calling it for now. It has now genuinely been 2 hours and 40 minutes. I thank y'all very much for watching. Like, follow, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. We have gotten so much done today. We learned that the whole war was a big lie. We killed Nidhogg. We brought Nanamo back from the dead. We just saw Orchefon get murdered. Anyway, thank y'all very much for watching. This has been Harmony Muse. I will be back. I might be back later tonight. I don't know. If it is, it might be Dark Souls. It might be Final Fantasy XIV. I don't know yet. Thank you and have a good one.